Hi guys, welcome back to Kessie's Cuisine, where we satisfy your food cravings with easy and amazing recipe. If you are new to this channel, say hello in the comment section, and if you're old, say gang in the comment section. So today we are going to be making one of our best sellers. We are going to be making chicken pie, and this is the tastiest and the most juiciest chicken pie you've ever had. So stick with me in this video as I take you through this meat pie journey. Oh, chicken pie journey, sorry. So for this recipe, we are going to be needing, I'm going to give you like the the exact ratio that I use in the description box, but I'll tell you I'll tell you what I use on maybe for a smaller batch. This batch I used it for a birthday party, so it was kind of large. So we'll be using potato, carrots for filling, we'll be using flour, we'll be using egg for the egg wash, we'll be using butter, of course, we'll be using chicken, we'll be using some colored pepper, we'll be using flavor and baking powder. I like to start off by spicing my chicken, cooking my chicken, and allowing it to cool off while before I start preparing my dough. You get. So as you can see from the video, I spiced up my chicken with, you can use whatever flavor or spice that you like, but I like pepper, so of course I add pepper to everything. So I added some seasoning cubes, some onions, some pepper, garlic, ginger, and black pepper. So you want to sieve your flour on a regular basis. I use 4 cups, 4 regular cup of flour to 250 grams of sugar. Okay, so 4 regular cups of flour equal 250 grams of butter. I didn't say sugar, sorry. 4 regular cups of flour, 250 grams butter. So you want to sieve your flour, you want to add vanilla flavor for a good scent, you want to add baking powder, you want to add a little bit of salt, a pinch of salt, and want to add sugar, a little bit of sugar. Some people don't like sugar, but I like it. It gives it a little bit of not sweet, so it's like in between. So for this recipe, I used 8 cups of flour, so I'll be adding 500 grams of butter. Okay, if you don't get the butter flour ratio correctly, your meat pie is going to be cracking easily, or it will be too dense, or I don't know. But for me, this is the perfect ratio. And I like to add milk to my butter because I like to add milk to my meat pie or my chicken pie because it just gives it, I don't know, one kind of beautiful, amazing taste to it. It adds some beauty to it. And at this point of the video, I added 2 secret ingredients to my pie because my pie has to be different. Sorry. So as you can see, but whatever, like what I added so far, you are good to go. Your meat pie will be amazing. This is where you want to use your hands to work on that dough. Place your dough on a very clean surface, and you want to match everything together. Now you don't want your dough to be too sticky or too sticky, and you don't want your dough to be too hard. So you just want to match your dough well enough that it is in between. Okay, just use your hands, and the Holy Spirit will tell you when to stop adding flour. So I added flour to my dough. As you can see, I was using my strength, my muscle, everything to match that dough properly. And if your dough is sticky, just add some more flour and it will be better. And if your dough is too strong, maybe you added too much flour because maybe you were angry, you can just add some water and match again and to be soft. Okay, so I matched my dough until the spirit told me to stop. Now, at this point of the video, this is where I ask you, please subscribe to my channel. I beg you in the name of God. Now, as you can see, my chicken is ready. I'm going to cook my filling. I'm adding my carrots and my potato to my chicken broth. You want to cut your potato and your carrots like very, very tiny. If not, it's going to, I don't know, like you're going to be seeing potato everywhere in your pie. You want to spice your potato and your carrot or your filling. Like I said again, remember your chicken broth or your chicken stock is spiced, so don't go and add like too much spice. Like I say, or like I said, or like this, or like the saying go, you can always add spice, but you can never remove spice. So yeah, you can always add spice, but it's sometimes hard to remove. So just try your best to control how you add your spice. So we want to cook that until it is fork tender, like very, very soft. And when it is very, very soft, I like to add back my chicken. I don't like cooking my chicken with everything because my chicken is already cooked before. So I don't want my chicken to be very, very soft, and I want to be able to taste my chicken, like see my chicken in my pie when I'm eating it. You get me? So I just added my chicken to my already soft potato, my already soft carrot. I just mixed everything together. And like I like to be fancy. So you can skip this part, but I like to add like some colored pepper to my filling. It just gives it, I don't know, flavor, and I just like the colors. So you want to mix that all together, and when you are done, you want to add in some flour to your filling. It helps your filling stick together, and it helps your filling stick together. Okay, that's the main reason. It helps your filling stick together. So when I added you can add water to your flour and then to your mix, but I just prefer to add in my flour like this, and then I'll mix thoroughly and carefully till it is very thick. Remember, like when you're adding your flour right now, don't over add your flour because you want it to be thick. Just add a little bit of flour because when it cools off, it's going to still stick together more than this. Do you get? As it's cooling off, it will be sticking together more and more. So if you add too much flour, it's just going to be like porridge kind of thing, and you don't want that kind of thing for your meat pie, please. So as you can see, I was already preheating my oven. So you want to grease your pan so that when you are done baking, you can just lift your pie from your pan. I like cutting my doughs into sections so that I would know exactly what I'm doing. But from my regular calculation, 4 cups of flour to 250 grams of butter will give me about 6 meat pie, medium size. Yeah. So you want to roll your dough properly. Make sure you flour your surface very well. And when I roll my dough, usually you think everything is the same density, but it's not. One part of the dough is usually thicker than the other parts. The thick part of the dough is where I like to put my filling. Do you get? So it helps me lift my dough from the surface properly without the filling feeling too heavy for whatever. And then why I make the cover of my pie a little bit lighter, so that when you're eating your meat pie, it is not too dense like flour everywhere, and you are struggling to get the filling to match the proportion of the flour of the dough. Do you get? So I don't really like it sharp, so that's how I just like to do it. One part of the dough, when I roll it out, is usually thicker than the other side. The thick part is where I put the filling, and the lighter part is where I use for the cover. Now if you have this fancy cutter to cut your chicken pie, you can absolutely shape your chicken pie however you want it, but this was how I wanted to shape my pie. But I didn't really have the filling, so you can just go get to style like me and use your knife and your fork to construct whatever design that you want to construct. And I know you have not subscribed to my channel, so please subscribe. Yes, you subscribe to my channel. Please give us a like, give us comments, tell us what you want to see, tell us, like, interact with me, please. I'm begging you in the name of God. So as you can see, I just continued, repeated the process until I got all my pie. I think I made about 24 pies. Yeah, I think I made about 24 pies, or about 25. Now when you are done with your pie, you would want to use your egg wash to brush your pie. If you don't use your egg wash to brush your pie, your meat pie is going to be looking so dull, and in fact it will be looking so uninteresting when you are done. So make sure you use your egg to rub your pies when you're before you put it in the oven. Okay, like make sure you use your egg and your brush to brush your pie before you put it in the oven. It just gives you this, like, come and eat me kind of vibe. So I put my, depending on how hot your oven is, you want to regulate. Make sure your meat pie does not get burnt, because it does not give it like a really nice look. So put it in the oven and make sure you watch and know your oven, so that it doesn't, like, your meat pie is not so burnt or so dry or whatever. So I put my meat pie in my oven. Like I said, I can't really give you a time for the oven. Depends on your oven. And when I was done with that, the house was scenting amazing. My meat pie was looking nice and creamy, and I have to show you the juicy and the tempting feeling, wet and juicy, guy. And the outside was so soft, so nice. Just come and eat me meat pie, like, come and eat me chicken pie. I keep saying meat pie. So guys, this was all for this video. The chicken pie was super amazing, tasted great. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.